Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have another fun Gnome Easter card to share with you today. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's Gnome dies, their Easter Tweetings stamp set and outline dies, their Gnome dies Chick Add Ons, and their border dies. Now this I left in real time because I just wanted to show you that this is the speed that I craft at. So I'm using Doodlebug's Hoppy Easter along with their Buffalo Check wood grain in the Rainbow Petite Prints. And I put together this gnome during our March 2023 gnome assembly video. So you can check that out. Okay, so this is a piece of paper from Doodlebug's Hoppy Easter 6-inch pad. And I'm just going to add it to the front of a Paper Tray Ink Craft A2 sized card front. So this is 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches. And this strip of paper was like about 2.5 inches wide, I believe. So this is, it has like a grass print. And I'm just going to trim the overhang off with a pair of scissors. You saw that I used my ATG tape to stick it down. My favorite card bases are always made from Paper Tray Ink cardstock. I like the weight of it. And they make a really nice white that's nice and bright for those white card bases as well. Okay, so now I'm pulling out my score tape. This is 1/8 of an inch score tape. And I'm just going to run it down the sides of this 2.5 inch strip of paper here. So I'm just going to run it down either side. And the nice thing about score tape is it tears off, which is kind of nice, right? I'm just going to run that down and tear it off. And I like to press that score tape into my paper or cardstock with my Teflon bone folder. The same thing, I always use a Teflon bone folder when I'm making my card bases as well. And then I went ahead and I cut that buffalo check paper out with, what's it called? With that border die. And it's a nice yellow check. And I cut 2 of them out, and I'm going to apply them to either side of this strip. This is a really simple card, but I'm just showing you this is the speed that I normally work at. Now, all my die cutting was done with my Gemini, as per usual, and I'm just going to trim the overhang with a pair of scissors, kind of like I normally do. You know, and like I said, this is a super easy card design, and this is all, you know, at the speed that I craft. This isn't sped up. Okay, so this is my gnome that was put together during the March 2023 Jaded Blossom release, the gnome die, the gnome assembly dies, or the gnome assembly video, sorry. And I'm going to stick that down to the front of the card with some art glitter glue and some ATG tape. So cute. And like I said, everything that I used will be listed on my blog. There we go. I just think he's so cute in that white eggshell with the little, you know, orange feet sticking out. Hilarious. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of glue on a scrap just to run it behind the hat to make sure it stays down. And I will clamp it down with a pair of reverse tweezers just to let it dry flat. So now I have 2 little sentiments, and I will be using one on the outside and one on the inside, obviously. So what I did was I cut out the outline of the sentiment a couple of more times. And that way I can sort of, you know, have everything run flat as it runs over this little gnome. So I'm just going to measure where I need to cut off, and I'll just cut off the extra there. Or not the extra, trim. I'm trimming it so it'll fit up, nestle up against the egg, you know, and not be lumpy. Anyway, so I'm just going to add that last layer. And then I will glue it down, you know, kind of nestling above the egg there. So, you know, see on the back of that, there's some boo-boos, and no one knows about those but you and me, right? You might as well use that cardstock that you made mistakes on. And there you go. So for an extra special Gnomie, And then on the inside, I'm going to use that wishing you an excellent Easter. And I will open up the card here, and I'm going to add a 1-inch strip of paper from that Hoppy Easter 6-inch pad with some HEG tape. So easy stuff. And I like to use that Stampin' Up! Pad just so I can line up these, things straight. I just find it really easy. I kind of like to put it about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. I don't know, I don't know why, but I like the look of that. And I'll trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors again here. So easy stuff. And then this is my sentiment that I'm going to pop on. So I love making Easter cards. I always have. I don't know, there's something about it. I love bunnies. I just love the whole thing. So I love to send out Easter cards. So I'm going to have quite a few in my stash to be able to send out. So now I am using shape sprinkles from Doodlebug. And these are called Love This. And I'm going to use the yellow ones. And I'm going to put 3 on the front of my card here. I'm using a pen blade just to pick them up off that acetate. Just makes it easy. You can use anything, but this is what I have sort of sitting by my desk. And I'm going to have, like I said, an odd number kind of straddling the sentiment and the image. And I just think it's so cute. You'll see that there are some secure white Jelly Roll pen highlights in a number 10. That's kind of what I like to do. And I've decided to round my upper right-hand corner with a 1/2-inch corner chomper from We Are Memory Keepers. Just an easy little, touch, I think. And I like how that looks. Nice and simple. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog. Be inspired. The Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing goodies. And thanks as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you soon in my next one. Bye, everyone.